Welcome to Annexed Dinner Table. I'm Cassandra and today I'm going to be opening Tapestry. Tapestry is a civilization game. So we're going to be working with asymmetrical civilizations. We're going to start at the beginning of humankind and work until the future. You're going to be growing things through various technologies in order to get there. Sounds fun. I'm excited to see what's inside the box. If you like this video, do hit that button and please subscribe. It really helps us out. But let's see what's in this box. Okay, I'm going to start with the rules. Maybe. So, very simple. It's only 4 pages. That's super nice. So hopefully it'll be easy to learn how to play. There's, end game, buildings, other notes. Yeah. And then we have Automa, so solo rules. And again, only 4 pages. Then we've got civilization adjustments as of November 2019. Okay, so, some nice things to help them be a little bit more balanced. The Shadow Empire variant. So again, this seems like something from the Automa Factory, just for more things. Lots of things I'm gonna need to read, but they're all super short, so it's not super bad. And then we've got 2 reference guides. They're big, so you definitely, I don't think, need more than 2 to cover the whole table. Whoa. Oh, I'm really excited. These things are massive. They're not quite as big as the box, but I don't even know what a size would be. They're bigger than tarot. And just look at that picture. Oh, this is super cool. I'm excited to open it. We've got the punch outs and the game board, it looks like. The game board is not quite square. It's got some rounded. And it all comes in a nice plastic thing, so you're getting everything. We've got 2 decks of cards so far. Some dice. Bags. I love bags. Love bags. Ooh, a nice tray. Let's leave the tray in. Tray's coming out. Let's move the box. It's got a nice lid, which is nice, so no matter how you are going to be storing it, they all stay there real nice and secure. Looks like we've got some different minis here with, they look more like buildings. Looks like a spaceship, like a grain silo. So cool. And then we have maybe some player pieces in the 4 colors with some cubes. Whew, I'm super excited, but let me break everything out of its plastic and we can take a closer look. So this is everything broken out of its plastic. We had the player pieces. Let's see, there's mainly 2 different types. A solid square, and then this taller, like, oblong building. They're nice. Enough. They're player pieces. They came in 5 different colors. The yellow, like white, red, green, and blue. Then continuing, I guess, really, in with pieces, we had this brown, I guess this is a yellow, building with a wooden door. Had quite a few of them. We had a red building that looks almost the same, except for this one has like some shields and some swords on it. So it looks like it might be a little bit more of a military building. Then we had the gray ones, which are very similar, except for the fact that these ones are square instead of circular, and seem to be made of like straw and wood instead of being fully brick. And matching that one, we have a very similar looking brown one. This looks a lot like a house, you know, all wood, no brick, with a chimney and a triangular roof on it. These are nice. You get quite a few of them, and they're definitely good quality, you can tell. And then we had some pieces that matched those colors. Not sure if they're used for the same thing though. We've got a red star, a yellow like money bag, a brown mushroom, and maybe like a gray plug. What I'm calling them all. And we had like 5 of those. Seems like maybe one for every player. Who knows? Who knows? Then we'll look at the cards. We had them this back, and then these ones were technologies. So we've got air conditioning, you know, ammonia, anesthesia, a whole bunch of different ones, and they all do different things. So like the barn has 3 points, and it gives you breeding with that mushroom and 3 people. And then this one instead is 4, but is 4, like exploration 4, still with 3 people. Canned food. So a whole bunch of different technologies and different symbols there, different symbols all over the place, but all within the same thing. Then the other main deck we had was this one with the nice green kind of shapes, and these ones seemed a little bit more people, academia, age of discovery, so these still are with technologies and moving forward, but less of what you're getting out of it, the physical thing, and more thoughts and ideas. And these also seem like they're when played and when in this era. So you'll get, you know, this era, if you advance on the science track, gain 2 victory points. Whenever you roll the science die, instead roll it twice and choose 1 result. So these are going to be a lot more important when you play them and during the era, and you're going to just want to be keeping a good track of these, where the other ones seemed like they were things that you were more like buying possibly. We also had some more reference cards. These ones a lot smaller, one for each person it seemed like, and just showed you science, explore, technology, military, and then how your turn is gonna go, where the other ones were a lot bigger here and showed like all of the different symbols and what they can be used for, and you know, all of the cards and things like that. So much more detailed reference guide, much simpler reference guide. We also had these little like maps. There were 6 different ones. They're very interesting texturally. They're very matte and ridged. It's nice, but it's definitely different. And they were all different. We had the mountains, the wetlands, tropical, desert, grasslands, and the forest. But they also had some similarities. They all had some sort of land and water with these red dots on them and spots for these things. So the square, the circle, and the X. We'll look at this track. This is more of what you would expect, not that nice matte finish. just a nice cardboard, and has the 4 different types of advancements: the technology, military, exploration, and science, and some buildings that will go with them. And it looks like possibly their size and how much room they're going to take up on a map. We've got player mats. These ones are that nice quality. I'm really liking this quite a bit. And they are just, markets, houses, farms, and armories. So sticking with that kind of 4 types of things you can do, 4 different colors, maker of fire. So this is going to be where you're starting, and then the different places as you're moving through those eras. We also have some trackers on here, 1, 2, 3, 4 for those eras, it seems, and then a 0 through 8 here, and then income turn. We had tiles, which I'm liking quite a bit. They were 2 different sizes. We had these ones, which seem to be dedicated towards space, with space art and just gorgeous, that like sun with the earth or a different planet in front of it, and of course symbology, 6 victory points, some symbology on it. Where we had land ones, which were quite a bit smaller, and these ones were a lot easier. It seemed like they were mainly water with some sort of land on them, and they gave different things based on what they were doing. And so we have those 4 things, like the electric, the mushroom, the gold, but they also had things like arrows and the stars, a green card for that deck. So a variety of different things on those. And then last thing, second to last thing, was the different civilizations, and things like that. So you've got entertainers, architects, craftsmen, and they're definitely asymmetric because they all have their own personal thing. So like the craftsman wants to create a wonder of the world, a massive statue. You may place income buildings here as an alternative to your capital city. You must place each building on the lowest available space in the column of your choice. You don't need to finish a column before starting another. As you cover a benefit, gain it immediately. This grid counts as part of your capital city for buildings related to benefits, but it does not score for completed rows and columns. So, where, the leaders excel at cultivating the leadership abilities of their citizens. At the beginning of your income turns 2 through 5, you may place a player token on an uncovered leader square on this map to advance for free on the corresponding track. Gain the benefit, but you may not gain the bonus. So, whole bunch of different ones. I think there's 16. They all have some really gorgeous art with them, plus that really nice descriptor of what you're doing. Oh, this game just makes me more and more excited. Okay, now the last thing was the stuff for solo mode. So we had the Atoma player board with very similar cards, different levels, houses, the different eras, 1, 2, 3, 4 that matched ours, and some different things. It looks a little different when you compare them, but definitely similar. And then we had some just cards to help you what the Atoma is going to do for, income turn, conquer neutral benefits, and advance the track. It's different types of civilizations and its different levels, 1 through 4. And then we had the Atoma specific cards that, level 1. I can't tell you anything about them other than the fact that they definitely are a little bit more busy than the standard ones, but I'm sure they'll all make sense when I read the instructions. And I go, of course. But I haven't done that yet. Then we've got these wonderful, I just keep saying that's the last thing, and it's just not. We've got these buildings. They are gorgeous. Pre-painted and sculpted. You can really see the detail work that they put into this with that like wood grain, and just like you can even see what time it is. And we have a whole bunch of them, a whole bunch of different ones also. So we've got, like a futuristic looking tower, and, a super tall one, also futuristic looking, where it's got these like wire pump things going from the floor all the way to the top. But then we also have ones that, are smaller and look just like a really nice house. Great variety. Super excited to work with them. They seem super nice. I don't know what they're used for, but I'll find out eventually. I will. But that, nope, one more thing. We had some different dice. We had 2 D6s. We had like a victory point D6, it seems, with, I think it's 1, nope, specialized, has a whole bunch of different numbers, 7, 5, 4, and then these 2 like hexagon ones. We had 1 that corresponds to those different symbols, so the bag, the mushroom, the plug, and the star, and then 2 question marks. And then we had like this D12, which corresponded to the different sectors. So we had science, technology, military, and exploration. That's all of it. Yes. So let's now look at the board. So this is the board. As I mentioned earlier, it had these rounded corners, which is kind of nice. It's got 4 sections: science, exploration, technology, military, a score tracker, and then maps for that tile. This is the 1 to 3 player side. Gonna flip it over to this side. Has the exact same stuff: science, exploration, military, and technology, but the map is quite a bit bigger, so can do more stuff. And this side is for 4 and 5 players. So that was the board. Let's put it all back into the box. So that was what was in Tapestry. Opening it just made me even more excited to read that rulebook that was only 4 pages and to start playing. I'm hoping it's gonna be super easy to dive in and understand everything. Are there any other games like that you think are gonna just have massive rulebooks that don't? Because I want to read those and play those games. Let me know about them down in the comments.